Hey everybody, Sam here.
And Angela, and welcome to our channel.
Welcome back to another video of us working on our 1988 Palm Harbor single wide mobile home. We are outside where the wind is blowing and the clouds are clouding up, and we have decided to probably do the thing we probably shouldn't do, which is
taking out our old door and putting in the new one.
that's right. We're going to begin the process of getting rid of the mobile home door, the outswing thing you see back there, reframing in and putting in the new one.
So the first step, we have to close the back door, and then we are going to unscrew it from the outside because that's how they attach on mobile homes. So let's unscrew it and get this old door off.
That way. And we'll let the wind close it. Boom. Once you go inside, just kick it out.
Oh, that didn't do anything.
I even had the deadbolt locked.
Really?
Try it again.
Nothing.
Good grief, Lexel's strong. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. It's gonna tear the siding. Man.
Not ready for that yet.
No. Alright, we'll be delicate.
Still like glue. Well, I can verify that Lexel turns into gooey, sticky snot whenever it is very...
No, it's worse than that. It's like an epoxy adhesive.
It's horrible.
I don't hear nobody talking smack about Lexel because honestly, we didn't need no screws in that door because it was not going anywhere.
Yeah, seriously. Tornado winds wouldn't have taken that off.
No. So Lexel's awesome. It was just annoying to take it out, but hey, that's good. It shows you what we have to look forward to with all of our windows if we ever get to reside this house.
Which we hope to, but that might make it a little bit harder.
One step at a time, right? All right, we have the door taken out. Now we will go inside and we'll start framing up and doing some stuff in there to make our new opening framed.
Electric is so expensive right now, like electric wire. We are going to save this and reuse it whenever we add in the new outdoor light.
So what we're going to do with this door is not reuse the original opening. It's always been recessed back behind this wall. This is where our electrical panel is, It's always been like they went this way and then a little to the right, which always drove us crazy. So what we're going to do is move the door opening down this way to bring it in line with our wall and give it a more cohesive, like normal layout. In order to do that, I'm going to remove what they considered was a header for this old door, and then I'm going to go ahead and start framing up my king stud, which goes from the bottom plate on the wall near the floor all the way up to the top plate near the ceiling. And then I'll add in my jack stud and then go over from there, find out where I need to cut this wall and frame up a king stud and jack stud as well. For my header, I'm going to be using two 2x6s with a 1/2 inch piece of plywood sandwiched between. It's going to be turned on its edge, and that gives me a beam or a header that's about 6 inches by 3.5 roughly of solid. That's plenty strong enough for this single wide mobile home for just the roof that's above it, and honestly, so much better than what came from the factory. Here we have a doorway, rough opening, and it, you know, for us, is huge. So we did get the question asked, somebody wanted to know how tall our ceilings are, because we're kind of short. I think Angela and I are like 5'5". So our ceilings in the house, on the outside wall, 7.5 feet tall. The inside peak, 9 feet. That is really rare for single wides. We loved that when we saw the house, and it's one of those things, honestly, as we fit residential size doors in here, we're really glad. I didn't have room to do my 2x6 header. I barely had enough room up there for my 2x4 header, but regardless, two 2x4s, 1/2 inch plywood, all sandwiched together is plenty strong enough to hold the ceiling right here with a mobile home, and definitely a lot better than what they had from the factory. We've got our king stud and jack stud on each side of the doorway, and then this little guy, its only purpose in life is to keep our stud spacing 16 inch on center. You would think this one would be, but that was the doorway, so that's just there for sanity's sake when it comes time to drywall and finish the space out. Our next step is to go ahead and cut out the aluminum siding to actually cut out the door opening. Then we get to piece it back over here on our side where we need to cover, and then we're almost close to putting the door in. I have the offcut of our aluminum siding where we've moved the doorway. This is the scrap. And we'll go ahead and fit it into place here. And what we're going to do is absolutely not residential standard stuff. With a mobile home, especially the metal siding mobile homes, you got to treat it like a camper, a vintage camper with aluminum siding. And that means you use a lot of screws that are exposed fasteners and a lot of good sealant. I have here a tube of Lexel sealant. This is the same stuff that had our back door glued on so horribly tight. I'm going to bead it and stitch together these two panels here. Okay, this panel with the existing siding to give ourselves a waterproof joint, seal it up nice, and continue covering everything up. Again, with our eventual hopes and dreams that we will re-side the whole house. But if not, this is perfectly fine. It's not the prettiest looking thing, that is absolutely the truth, but it is a watertight seal. It does match the rest of the house, and it prevents us from having to find or buy something that probably still wouldn't match.
What are we gonna do about those holes?
I don't know, we're gonna patch them?
Patch them.
Yeah, I'll talk about patching the holes later. Let me get this done first. I'm working on doing the flashing here at the doorway. I've already got one strip on the bottom. I'm doing the bottom, then I'll do the sides, and if we need to, we'll do the top. I don't really feel like we need to do much more than probably 3 feet up from the bottom because of the overhangs we have with our house, and it's just never really exposed to water. But we'll see. Maybe I'll feel like doing the whole thing. I don't know. It's getting late in the day, so there's no telling. Dang paper tears. Hunk of junk. We'll just do this. Gosh, that pulls the hairs out of your arm. I think it's protected.
Everything has been prepped and we are ready to put in the door. I have to say this is going to be a little tricky because we don't have a porch.
Oh yeah,
Everything is about like 3 to 4 feet off the ground. So we're going to try and carry the door out and then both of us get it up in place and hold it. And I'm going to hold it from the outside while he runs inside. Get it? Run inside. And put everything like it's supposed to be.
There is no try. There is only do.
True.
The sky is getting a little darker. We must do. Pretty much the installation is pretty straightforward, the pre-hung door. They tell you to lay down a couple of beads of sealant. So in our case, it'll be Lexel on the bottom, on the floor. And that seals your bottom from any kind of water intrusion. And then they say stick it in place, shim it, make sure it's plumb, square, level, and then attach the screws through the casing into your studs, left and right. And then sometimes you put like 1 or 2 on the top and maybe on the bottom. Every door is different, but honestly, pre-hung doors are not terrible to install. It's just going to be difficult because yes, the floor is like this height out there.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's not 3 feet. We're not like 4 foot.
Well, I was guesstimating.
There. What was that? Wow, look at that.
If you'll get the ladder, I'll get up on it and keep hold of it.
Okay. You good?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go, 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 let's go. Looking, it looks pretty center in the wall.
1 hour later.
Here's a bigger drill.
It's in there somewhere. You didn't say nothing about being the first one over the door.
Oh, I didn't know it was on. Goober.
Thank you. As I push off the ladder, I'm gonna fall. You wanna come in? Yeah. No ladder for you.
To put this up.
So right now we don't have anything to put in that space, and this is the only tape I got in the house. That's just in case any birds want to fly in, which we've had many, or rain. So it works. The door is installed, so let's take a look at it. It is so huge compared to the other one. So it lets in a lot of light, and it just is like the perfect width for this area. The washer and dryer are going behind this, so even with people going in and out, it's not going to make any difference. Nothing's going to get blocked off. This is going to be so much bigger right here. You can already feel it, and it's just awesome. We do have a screen door that we're going to put on, but we're going to wait until we have a porch for that, because I have to say, Sam put the door in by himself, lifting it up, but I won't be able to do that with the screen door. I'm excited. It looks great. I don't know what else to say.
So as you can see, the door is done. Angela gave you the nickel tour there. That's cool. It's definitely very much your space. That's why
Yes.
I'm like, let me film you and you talk about it. As far as the technical install of the door, we just follow the instructions. We may have deviated from the instructions a little bit because we're putting a residential door in a mobile home. So we didn't follow the instructions to a T. However, we did the same process that we did with our front door. And that video is linked down below in case you've not seen it and you want more detailed nitty-gritty of how to do that. Overall, I think it went pretty good though. It didn't take too terribly long to install, honestly.
No.
The biggest work that we've done outside is just patching and sealing up and kind of closing up the siding where we kind of did our little strips and added stuff here and there. It is ugly. It is horribly ugly, but it is sealed up. It is weather tight, watertight, and good enough for now.
So yes, while it is really ugly, we don't plan to leave it like that forever. We do have plans in the kind of near future, not like planned out yet,
Maybe the next year.
that we do want to put on new siding. But it is also in the back where nobody can see, so we're okay with that.
It's fine. It's not perfect, but we're also just trying to get back in the house.
We are.
It is the end or towards the end of May, and we are all living in a camper still, running off of generator and small solar panels because we can't get power out here until the house is done. So we're trying to get the house done.
That, and it's getting to be, I think yesterday, day before, was like 98 degrees outside. So it's getting warmer days to where it's miserable in the camper. But
Yeah, the camper's like an oven. Even with the air conditioning and stuff, the little AC we've got, it's just hot and little.
but we don't have a whole lot left in here to do. So
I hope not.
I feel like it's moving along, it's going. We just have to hang in there and
Yeah, get our work time in.
yeah.
We've been busy with other things the past week or so, which kind of took us away from working in the house. So today was great to be back in here and work. This was
And
kind
to
of,
finish this.
yes, this was kind of complicated to do. Our next stuff, as far as like, you know, cleaning up the wiring here with switches, doing the framing for the walls for the closets, that'll be pretty quick.
Yeah.
We should have everything here to do that because we almost started to do the closets today, missed a few things, and then we decided to do the door. But we should have the stuff to do that. I'm ready to just get knocked out,
I am too.
but not today.
That'll be another video. Another mini videos.
Right, that'll be tomorrow.
Well, thanks guys for coming along as we got our new back door put in. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time on the homestead.
See you guys.
Bye.
All right, come on, chickadee.
Oh, sorry.
You're rolling, aren't you? Again, we're putting a mobile home. No.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
So I read through the pamphlet instructions with this door, and it just
There
fell.
they went.
Yep.
Here it comes, hon.
Oh man, get the camera out. Well, if it starts to rain a lot, we gotta get the camera out.
So the first step is we have to close our door and yeah.
It maybe will nothing, if nothing, yep. I'm here.
And Angela, and welcome to our channel.
Welcome to the backyard, although don't get your hopes up, we're still working on the house. Today we are going to be, yeah.
You didn't do your 1988
I know, that's what threw me off.
mobile home.
Mobile home.
Single-wide mobile home.
Mobile home. Yeah.